Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello and welcome back to Business Today. Today we will be talking to some very successful entrepreneurs about the struggle and their success within our core industry, especially the staffing issues we are facing today. With us we have three guests who are reputable business owners who will be sharing some of their experience and thoughts with us. So without further ado, I will introduce my guests to you. I have to my right Mr. M.A. Ghani from the Vertex Group,
Hello,
Chairman, and I have far to the right I have Mr. Azad Ali, Director of UKBCCI.
Assalamu alaikum.
And I have to my left Mr. Oli Khan, who is a celebrity chef. Welcome on to the show, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Today, obviously, the conversation we want to have is to start off with is the success of your businesses, and you know, you chaps are very successful in your own line. So, can I first of all ask you to introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your background?
Thank you very much. It's a very interesting question. Thank you. And I try to give my past and.
Yeah, we want to be very inspired by this.
Well, I came to this country. Shall I speak in English?
Yeah, please. Yeah.
I came to this country in 1962.
1960.
Yes. So 1962 I came and I started working in the restaurant and clubs, and I gained my experience, and my intention was to start some business in this country if I can. And that is where I gained my experience, and I started my first restaurant. I opened in Piccadilly in 1969-70.
1969.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
But I just said it very easily that I have, but just to open a restaurant at that time was very hard, very difficult. The reason was our community was very small at that time. And as you know, when you have to open a restaurant, you need to go to have some references, you need to have some trade reference, you need bank reference. But if you are a newcomer, if you do not know anybody, where are you going to get those things? But somehow we managed. It was very difficult, but we managed, and I opened my first restaurant then. And I will say I was very lucky. It was in a very interesting area, very busy area in heart of Piccadilly. It was in Rupert Street, and the day from the first day we opened, it started going well. Yeah,
okay.
and at that time it was not very difficult of getting staff and like today.
Okay.
So from that on, and I started I opened my second restaurant, I think, second restaurant in 74, 73, something like that in Wimbledon. Like that we have opened a chain of restaurant, and then I decided, as the restaurant was doing well, I decided, well, I have to go to Bangladesh as well. Shall I go back to my Bangladesh, or shall I stay here?
Continue doing business here?
No. My business was there. There was my manager was there. My staff were there. They were running the business. It was not a problem at that time, because it was very loyal. We were very lucky. We have very loyal staff.
Yeah.
And any business, you have to have the staff, otherwise you cannot do it alone.
That's true.
Whatever business you do,
you need a winning team.
You need a team, and the teamwork is very important. And at the time, the staff were also very loyal, not so difficult. Handling staff was very easy, and life was at that time, I think, from better than before. People say today's life is better, but I think it is whatever life we have left behind was better.
Okay.
So anyway, that is how my life in London I started, and the restaurant was doing well, and I was quite happy. I did not have to look back since my restaurant opening.
Okay.
Then I decided I should go to Bangladesh and see if I can do something. I met one of my friend who was in business in Bangladesh. He lives in Bangladesh, yes. And he used to come to London, and we were very close friend. And he always said, Ghani bhai, why don't you come to Bangladesh? He was in very big business at that time. He was in the jute exporting business.
Okay.
And he always insisted that, Ghani bhai, come, let's do some kind of business together in Bangladesh. And I felt also, then I went to Dhaka in 1981.
In 1981, you went
yes,
to
and
Bangladesh.
he said he's a very rich guy also, and he said, Ganibai, you do whatever business you think is suitable for you to do, because I will not be able to help you, because I have other business in Bangladesh. So he left everything on me, and I explored a lot of different avenues. Lot of things. Yes. In the end, I thought, well, garment is it's very upcoming market in Bangladesh, and garment should be because I can travel to Europe, America. I know people. I know good from bad. I know I was a bit on the clothes wise. I used to be a bit choosy. What I use. Okay. So I knew the quality, and I knew the good shops and all these things. So I thought, well, that is a thing I can. Even though I did not have much experience on the garment to set up a factory, but I thought, well, I can do it. I had the determination, and I had the vision that I can. Whatever business you have to go, you have to have a strong feelings about the business. You have to be wholehearted. You have to put your 100% effort. You have to have a strong vision. That is when you can be a successful businessman. So I thought, well, garment will be my cup of tea. I want to go for that. So we started with 500 people, and I traveled to Europe. I have gone to different lot of the exhibition, fair in Cologne fair. One of the it's a textile fair in Cologne. They have a very big one. First I went there, and I met a lot of clients there, and from there on, it was really good. Okay. So obviously,
you still have that business?
Yes, I still.
Congratulations! Since 1981.
The difficult bit I do not want to mention now, but there are difficulties obviously when you set up.
We want to talk about some of the struggles in business, which is important.
Yeah, okay.
Without struggle, we can't build our struggle.
Exactly. Okay. Everything is not full of roses. It is whatever you go to do, you have to face the difficulties, and you have to overcome that. If you get scared, if you are frightened, you could not go forward. Going forward, you have to struggle. You have to be strong. You have to achieve your goal. You have to go. So no, I want to go there, no matter what, and only then you can go.
Okay, interesting. How do you find the restaurant industry to date?
Today, restaurant is. You see, my restaurants are in London. Okay. I have partners. I am not alone. My partners are there, and being in London, we are a bit better off, I think, than the suburban outside London about the staff wise. It is a shortage of staff. The business is there. I will not say the business is not there. Business is there, but the shortage of staff. It is the reason, I think, it is because our family member, like before, like my son, or maybe Oliver's son, and our children, they are not very much interested to go into this trade, because it is a very difficult hours to work with actually. They are going to the university, they are becoming professional people. They say, I want to do 9 to 5 job. Why should I work in the evening, all odd hours every day of the week? There is no holiday and all this. So this is what they think, but it is also a very lucrative business if you can do it.
If you can do it.
But people like us, we thought, well, we have to do business. And the children, they said, no, I am very better off going to my office, coming back, going to play tennis and cricket and badminton in the evening. I can go to.
It will take a long time for them to get where you are.
Yes, exactly. But their mindset is different than us, That is the. I think that is the reason why we are having some shortage of stuff, because we are not getting children are not coming in. We have to encourage them. It is a very fruitful business. If it is not difficult, you can take your time off whenever you want.
How do we encourage them in this?
Encourage. We have to show them that, look, there is so many good thing in a restaurant. You meet so many nice people, so many different people. It is a very interesting business. It is not that you go and sit on the desk and you just concentrate only everything on what mail came and you reply. It is a very different kind of business. You are there. You have to see what is today, what you need, who came to your restaurant, what comment they made. You have to discuss with your staff, and it is. How can I say? It is very. If you put it, it is one of the most interesting business. The way you meet people. I met people in 1970, the first restaurant, and they still come to one of my restaurant in Waterloo. After that, they come. Not only he comes with his grandchildren.
Wow.
So this is how the business is. You know, you meet people, they become very loyal to you. They make you friend for life. These are the things, you know, you can look at, you know. But there are lot of other also good things in the restaurant. The children, they can go to the university. They let them study, no matter, you know. They should not stop their study. But in the restaurant, it is a very good trade. We should not neglect it.
Yeah.
We should encourage our children to come to this trade. It is there. It's very fruitful trade. We are successful. I can see, and our colleagues, our friends, we can see how they are living and everything.
Very true.
So
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, has the recession affected your businesses anyway in terms of restaurants?
it affected, yes, it affected, but not that, you know, it's how can I say, probably what happened with the recession, our profit margin, you can say, you can survive, you do not have to close the door.
Okay.
You did not make any money, but the restaurant was making enough to run on its own. You know, the money what was, and that lasted about two and a half years. You know, one of my restaurant in Waterloo, it was really bad. At that time, the recession started, and the development of the Waterloo area. You know,
Okay.
they wanted to international terminal. They were underground work, and it was really very bad at that time. So business dropped. GLC moved from South Bank to, you know, there was no GLC, that Shell Center was there, a lot of things, London Weekend Television, IBM, lot of offices has moved out from that area. All of a sudden it became really a dark area, you know.
Yeah,
But it lasted about 1.5 years, 2 years. I suffered very badly at that time. Somehow we survived, but now everything is coming back to normal, and we are doing quite well. So in business, you have to have, you know, you have to be prepared for your bad days and good days.
Yeah.
You just don't think of good days always.
Yeah. That's very
Rain
true.
comes, you know, in the summer.
you have to think about the
Sometimes
rainy
you see the
days.
very sunny day, and all of a sudden it becomes cloudy. And
Yeah. One of the new trend is staff issue. How have you overcome this issue currently, or how are you planning to overcome and continue with that issue?
Staff issue, I think it is better. Oliver is much more experienced on that subject. I think if you ask him that question, because I am, even though I am the partner of the restaurant, I am not directly involved.
You're
So
letting them
my partners are
businesses.
managing how they get the staff and how they do it. I am not very much, because he directly, Azad Bhai is directly
Okay,
involved.
okay.
They can probably give you better answer than myself.
Okay, no problem.
I'll
Could I ask you about a struggle in the business, maybe your first business or something you struggled, whether it's financial, whether it's staffing, whether it's any other issues?
No, I struggled. First, you see, when I opened my first restaurant, you see, I don't know if I should say it on the television, but I can say it. It's not harmful to anybody. It was very good. You know, sometimes, you know, from the bad people you get the good result.
Okay, yeah.
When I went for my first restaurant in Piccadilly, so I did not know many people. Only one guy I knew. He had a restaurant, and I went to him and I said, "Can I give your name as a reference?" He said, "Yes, why not?"
Okay.
And so I put his name to the reference. But the property, what I was going to get, it belongs to Land Securities Investment,
Okay.
one of the biggest property owner in the world.
Okay.
Their agent was Healy and Baker.
Oh.
So when I asked him name and address, I gave it to the agent. They wrote the letter to this person,
Okay.
but the reply was negative.
Okay.
Yeah, the reply was negative. So the gentleman who was dealing with this place, he does not contact me. I waited, and then one day I called him, and he said, "Mr. Ghani, can you come to my office?" So I went. Their office was in Mayfair. Went to his office, and he said, "Look, the guy you gave the address for the reference, it's not very, it's, on that reference, I don't know what to say. Is he your friend? Is he your relative? Or I said, well, you can say he's my, not friend, he's distance relative. In one area we live in the village, he's from another village. So he said, well, he didn't give you a very good reference. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you the property. I don't need any more reference.
Wow, that's
so that is how the life was at that time. Bank loan was it was very difficult, because if you were in the business, it's okay, but if you were not first time to go to the bank for the loan, it's very difficult to get, because you have to convince them that you are going to be a caterer, good caterer. They want to see that you are not only you have the money, they want to see that when they give you the money, if you are worth running that place, if you have the experience to run. If you are coming from work and opening a restaurant, bank become a bit doubtful that how much experience, maybe you know how to work, but what is your capability to run the restaurant? Do you have enough experience? So they talk and they see, and sometimes you can convince. But I could not convince my bank manager. I had to go to a different bank with one of my friends. Okay. So anyway, that was the setback. And then when we started the business, 69, 70, until 78, 79, we were doing fantastic business. And then we had a bit of recession. Business was quiet. The rent was going up and up. I started with £600 rent, and in 1982 it went to £46,000. Okay. It was every 3 years rent review, but rent was going up. It was okay. 300, 400, 500%.
Okay. Wow, we're going to go into a break now. Thank you very much for the introduction. Please stay tuned. See you after the break.